Okay, gang, now let's talk about liquidation and the best method for using your Experian Boost file to actually walk out with devices like iPhones, MacBooks, tablets, and other high-value electronics. The most effective way to apply for these devices is in person at corporate stores. We're talking about Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and you can also go through these carriers at Best Buy locations. Going in person gives you a massive advantage over applying online, and I'm going to explain exactly why. When you apply in store, the associates have a lot more freedom to work with you and bypass small issues that could otherwise kill your approval online. For example, let's say the system is asking for a driver's license, but all you have is a passport. In store, that's not a problem. The associate can manually override that or work around it. Online, that same issue could cause an automatic denial. This is why matching your file to your identification is so important. If your ID matches the name, date of birth, and address on your file, you won't run into any complications. The associate just verifies your documents and moves forward with the application. Now, when you're in store, it's completely normal for the associate to call directly into the fraud department. Don't let that throw you off. This happens all the time, even with people who have perfect credit. The fraud department is just verifying that the file is legitimate and that you're the person tied to that file. During this call, they're going to ask you some security questions. Usually, there's one correct answer that matches your profile and a couple of answers that are completely irrelevant. As long as you know the information on your file, you'll be able to answer correctly. This is exactly why public records are so critical. If your file has sparse or scattered public records with different addresses or different job titles on each vendor, it creates inconsistencies. And when those inconsistencies show up during the fraud department verification, it raises red flags. That's why we focus on making sure all of your public records match. Every vendor, every database entry, every piece of information tied to your file should have the same name, the same address, the same date of birth. When everything lines up perfectly, the fraud department sees a clean background and approves you on the spot. And here's the best part. When you get approved in store, you walk out with your device the same day. You're not waiting for shipping. You're not dealing with delayed deliveries. You have the product in your hand immediately. That brings me to another major reason why in-store applications are the way to go right now. Ordering expensive devices like iPhones, Galaxy phones, tablets, and MacBooks through the mail has become extremely risky. Lately, there have been way too many cases of expensive electronics disappearing during delivery. Whether it's the delivery driver or someone else along the chain, high-value packages are getting stolen at an alarming rate. So even if you get approved online and the device ships out, there's no guarantee it's actually going to make it to your door. That's an extra layer of risk you don't need to take on when you can just walk into a store and leave with the device in your possession. To recap, the best method for liquidating your Experian Boost file is going in person to corporate stores like Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, or Best Buy. Make sure your identification matches your file. Be ready for the fraud department call and know the information on your file so you can answer the security questions correctly. And make sure all of your public records are consistent so there are no red flags when they verify your background. When you do it this way, you're maximizing your approval chances and minimizing your risk. You walk out with your device the same day and you don't have to worry about anything going missing in the mail. If you're interested in getting your own Experian Boost file and learning the full liquidation process, reach out to me directly through Discord. The link is in the bio. Let's get your file built, get you approved, and get you walking out with those devices. This is the network, and we're here to help you win.